Alright, hello, this is going to be chapter 7, question 8. So we're going to go through, we're going to set this up. If you haven't already created an Excel spreadsheet of books, you need to set it up, put every problem in it for the chapter when you work through them. Then it'll help you when you move on to the exam. If you already have these, you can screenshot the problem if you want, put that in there for reference. I know it sucks, it's time consuming, but it is what it is. We have 80 some odd days left, we'll get through it. So chapter 7, question 8, let's get it set up. So we're given a percentage, we're going to call that pi. So we need pi, 0.1 that they give us, the second point that they give us a number. We need to calculate z1 and z2. So because these are given, I'm going to make them yellow, try to simplify for us. Alright, so for my problem, so it's 36%, 31, and 43. And there's 100, so the random sample is 100, so n is 100. So z1, alright, so z1 is equal to 0.1, we're going to lock all these, alright, minus pi divided by the square root of pi times pi square root 1 minus pi 1 minus pi divided by n. Oh, sure. P1 minus pi. Oh, I forgot the parentheses. Sorry. I know it's confusing. You're gonna have to back it up. So I'm gonna go back through. I'm gonna lock all these. Alright. So when we lock all these, we can click this, drag it down. And then instead of P1 for the very first one, we're gonna use P2s. So it's gonna be B5 in my case. Alright, so now we have our two z-scores. So from there, we need the probability that z is less than z1. And we need the probability that z is greater than z2. Thankfully, these are a lot easier. So it's going to be equal to normal distribution, norm.s.dist of z1, z1 true. The second one is equal to normal distribution, norm.s.dist of z2, comma true. Okay, now we need the probability that it's between. Equal to the absolute value the top one minus the bottom one. So that should be our number. So for my points given, it should be 0.7788. Alright, so that's the first one. This is A for this problem. So B, we need pi, 0.1, 0.2 we're going to create from 0.1, do 1. So pi is equal to the same thing, it's the same problem, so we'll just reference above. 0.1 is going to be given. So for this case, it's 80%, so it's going to be 0.8. P2 is going to be equal to P1 divided by 2 plus 0.5. So N is given. N is the one from above. Sorry, we'll reference that above. It's given. Z1, this is where it gets fun again. Equal to norm.s.inverse. Alright. So now we need the greater than P1 and P1 is less than. So it's between the two. Alright, you ready? Let's go. So it's going to be equal to, we're going to do a minus Z1, so we want negative. When you do these, if you block it, it'll make it easier, I promise. So it's going to be Z1 times the square root of pi times 1 minus pi divided by n plus pi times 100. Oh, where did I go wrong? So since we locked all of these, we can drag this down, change that negative to a positive. Oh no. Something went horribly wrong. Alright, I paused it because I goofed, so I'll click on the cell so that you can reference it. I had clicked on B18 so that I wasn't actually referencing any number, and that's where the problem lied. So it's going to be, for the first one, it's going to be negative Z1 times the square root of pi times 1 minus pi divided by n, the total sample, plus pi. You multiply that by 100 for the percentage. And then for the bottom one, for the greater number, just get rid of the negative sign and it will be positive. That will give you the range between. Alright, so P1 is the only thing that we changed in this, everything else is referenced or derived. So for this problem, 80%, so we plugged in 0.8, should be 29.8 and 42.2, rounds up, that's fine. So the next one is probability is 99.7, so it's made 0.997. So we get the probability between the 2 points is 21.8 and 50.2. Alright, so if we do a similar problem, you should be able to see that you can just plug in these numbers. So pi is 36, so it's 36%, that'll be pi. 27 and 41% are the two numbers. 2741 still n equals 100. So between the two numbers should be 0.8208. Okay, next part. So the probability is 0.6 for number B. 0.6. It should be between 31.32% and 40%. Next one is 0.68, 31.2, and 40.8. Alright, so if you set it up the right way, save it in the Excel book, and you can use it for any future problems that are similar if they show back up on the exam. I hope this is helpful. If you missed anything, just make sure you go back, pause it, figure out the formula. I'll click on, so this is Z1 for Z is less than Z1, Z is greater than Z2, probability between. Just going through so you can see what they are. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Alright, good luck.